I can't fuck up for my ancestors and for Harriet fucking Tubman. Like, I gotta make sure that I come up in the world and I show up in perfection because that's what was taught to me. Like, that's ingrained in me to make sure that everything that I do is excellent. But doing that is exhausting.
So exhausting.
However,
oh my God.
However, you learn through your mistakes.
Right.
And if you're always putting on these airs of not making any mistakes and putting on for perfection, you're doing that for you. Because the world doesn't expect that.
Yeah.
It is.
The world does not expect that. And you may be missing out on lessons because you're so worried about being perfect.
Yeah.
And always putting on airs.
And the people that you're being perfect for a majority of the time don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. What if you're not?
I'd be perfect for myself.
Yeah. What if you're not worried
perfect
about?
for myself, not for others. Like,
I know, but I'm saying
She's just saying in general.
No,
Yeah.
but it's
You're putting too much stress on you.
I do that. I do.
Trying to keep up this facade. And that's what it is, unfortunately. It's a facade. Learn how to relax a little bit. Learn how to laugh at yourself. You know what I mean? Learn how to say, you
have to fuck up. Everything is a learning.
You have to.
Everything
because
if
you're not, then you're not really learning.
Well, what if you're not trying to keep on this perfect face, but you have to always display strength? Something that I realized this year is that, like, I would say that I'm a pretty strong person and I'm always being strong, right? And I'm always giving, I'm always like, people can come to me and say they feel like this, say they feel like that. And I'm always like, okay, girl, don't worry about it. We're going to work this out, whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I love being that person. But one thing I realized is like, who is that person for me?
Yep.
And then I feel, it made me feel sad. And like, I really don't, I'm still happy. Like, I'm a very happy person, but it made me feel sad. Like, damn, like, yeah, I have him, I have this, I have my mother. I know my mother loves me, but who is really there for me in a way that it's like, I know I can depend on you. I know that I can call you. I know that you're always going to be there.
I know I can be vulnerable.
I know I can be, and I know you're going to listen. You know what I mean?
Significant other.
And it's safe.
Your significant other is that person.
Yes.
And if they're not, and you're sharing your bed, your life, and your body with them, then
I agree with you that you have them. I agree that you have them,
figure,
but I feel like it has to be more than that.
But
because that can come and go. He can decide tomorrow he doesn't want to be with me. He can decide tomorrow he don't want to be with Anna. He don't want to be, and he can leave. You want a friend that's there for you. That when he's fucking up, she's like, "What you need? What we gonna put him in the body bag?"
We all have that person. He's above us, and he's always there, and he's always there. And he will always give you everything that you need if you really need it and you really seek it out.
I understand that from a spiritual perspective.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the person that I have been to people. I want to see that in someone else.
But that was one of the things that I
struggled with when I came here because I was so used to having a village. Mm-hmm. And a village was so important to me because I've always had one. I've always had my family.
But you're setting yourself up for failure
and I realized that
expect what you give out.
I don't
think it was that I expected what I give out. I think I wanted my people.
Yeah.
Like my village for me was a hug. Like my village was like, oh damn, I'm having a bad day. I'm finna go to my best friend's house and I'm finna sit on the couch and watch TV with her. And like for me, that was what was important to me. And I came down here and I got on the campaign, and that campaign was the worst experience of my life. I came down here, I was by myself, I didn't have no family, I didn't have no friends, and I worked 100 hours a week, and I fucking almost died. Like, it was terrible, and I did that shit by myself without a village. And for me, it was like, I just want my friends. I just want my village. I just want my people. And I went through that whole experience. I went for 10 months, and I didn't shed not one fucking tear. Not because I didn't have tears to shed, but because I didn't feel like I could. And, like, so when you say, like, I want this person, or I feel like, who's that person for me, or I'm so strong and I, like, want to cry, but I can't cry, or I want to da-da-da, I would have my feelings,
but why can't you cry?
I don't feel like, I just want to say one thing. I don't feel like it is crazy to expect for the people around you who you love and protect to show you, to reciprocate that. I don't feel like that's a requirement that's setting yourself up for failure. I feel like,
it's not a lot to ask, but at the same time, when what I give people, I never get back.
Not in that kind of way, though.
Not monetary or any other way. You just have to be okay with whatever you give, whether it's your love, your time, your respect, whatever. And if
I
you're
learned
not
that in church though. He was like that. The things that you give people are not for you; they're for God. So God is like, I want you to be strong. I want you to be the strong one. I want you to be the caring one. I want you to be nourished. I want you to be it.
I think you'll find that person when the time is right. You know, I think, finding friends is hard. It really is.
Especially at this age, because you're not in college. You're not going to the same classes. You're not living in the same dorms.
It's hard to keep up with each other.
Yeah.
It takes hard.
It's intentional now.
It's hard to relate to people. It's hard to build, the typical relationships. Like, I have a best friend that I've been best friends with since the 6th grade. And it's hard to find people like that, because we grew up together, we're sisters. And, it's hard to try to be that close to somebody without seeming like, I guess, thirsty for a relationship. Especially when you move to a new city. And I think, when you move to a new city, it's like, you're trying to establish your roots, and then you're also trying to find and build your tribe that you used to have.
Mm-hmm. But there is no used to. And the thing, and the
not used to. That's what I'm saying. That's the wrong word to use. But that you have back home.
And I get where you're going with that. But what I want to tell you from an older perspective is that even as far as my sister is concerned, her and Michelle, whom I consider Michelle a sister of mine, they have been friends since I was a kid. You're never going to get that person again, ever. Yeah. Not anyone like it, not even close. Mm-hmm. So the people that you have that are in your inner circle, you're not going to get more inner circle people. So you have to keep the inner circle.
I agree with that, though.
In the inner circle.
Your inner circle just got to get better.
Who you love, who you get along with.
But that's the thing that I struggle with, because it's like, I always tell people, like, I got real friends.
Yeah, I don't want to replace. I don't want to replace my friends. Like my friends who I love, who are like my family. Like that's my sister. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their lives, everybody has their problems, and I'm like, you know what? It's whatever. But sometimes I'm like, damn, you could have been that person.
Of course.
You could have made that call.
You
could have went that extra mile, because anytime you needed me, I was there. Not that when I did it, I expected you to do it back.
I get it. Believe me, I promise you,
I
was there.
I don't expect it, but you should do it.
I was there. Yeah. However, what I'm telling you, okay, from a 48-year-old perspective, is that every time you think like that, you're going to be setting yourself up to be pissed. Instead of just saying, I was there for that person, that's what I wanted to do at the time, and there's a period.
You want them to want to pour into
right,
you.
like I'm losing energy.
Stop giving.
I think it's more so she wants to be surrounded by more genuine people.
Yes.
So it's just genuine. It's just in their character that they'll do that for you.
But that's
no. But there are people like that.
There are.
I don't think it matters on the length of your friendship or not, because I have friends that I've been with for a long time. I have friends who I've just met who I think are more genuine than people who I've met, back when I was younger. But they're still my friends. I have love for them. But I might have met this person a couple months ago. I met Jetta. Me and Jetta, I feel like we have a genuine friendship. I feel like if I were to ask her for something, she would be there for me, vice versa. I feel like she could come to me and I'll be able to help her. So I don't think it's the length, but I do understand what she's saying. She wants someone who's genuine, who she feels like, that person will be there for me. Like, me, I don't do best friends. I don't have a best friend. Mm-hmm. But I do have people who I feel like I can reach out to, talk to. They don't talk to me every day, but if I need someone to talk to, I can call them. I don't depend on speaking to them, but, it is nice for someone to call you and say, hey, how are you doing? Yeah. I don't do that either, but I should, but I am a genuine person. If someone wants to call me and say, Taylor, this is what I'm going through, I'll give them advice, I'll help them out, I'll do whatever I can. Mm-hmm. You need to come stay with me, what do you need, just because I'm genuine.
But then there's those people who, you're like that for them, but it's like, when you call them, it's like, not that you expect, but it's like, damn, girl. All right, call me later.
But I had, for a long time in life, I had a best friend like that. And I think that we had been best friends since the 3rd grade. And she was one of those people who, anytime she needed anything, I was always there for her. And if something was going wrong in my life, she was always there for me. But when things were going good, she didn't celebrate my accomplishments. Yeah. She didn't show up. She wasn't present. When I got in my relationship that I'm in now, we stopped being friends because she thought I had changed because I got in a relationship.
She was never your friend.
She was never my friend. And so the thing that, and I think that kind of put me in this space where I was like, oh, women are just different. Like, I'm just cool. Like, like I got my friends. I figured out who my friends are in life. Like, I'm cool, and like anyone who I meet now, like we'll be cool, but we'll be cool from a distance because I feel like that had really it really hurt my feelings in like a different type of way. Mm-hmm. But the thing that I'm learning is that the people who are for you may not be the people who call you every day or who but the people who are for you are going to be the people who, when you call them, they show up. Mm-hmm. Me and Jetta don't talk every day. Mm-hmm. But if I was to call Jetta and say, Jetta, I'm having a rough day, can you go get a drink with me? I have no doubt in my brain that Jetta would be like, all right, what day, what time? I'm there. And the same. Me and Jetta don't talk every day, but if Jetta was to call me like...
And we've done that.
Yeah.
We've met up, we've had deep conversations, you know what I mean? And, like, you're right, we don't talk every day. I don't talk to her every day, but I love her like she's my aunt, like, literally, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't think it matters about how much you talk to a person, and I do have genuine relationships. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to get messed up.
But you can feel like, I have a genuine relationship, I am genuine to this person, and they are not genuine to me. Mm-hmm. And I think that can be a struggle, because, especially, like, I feel like you are a person who pours. Mm-hmm. You're always pouring. I've noticed that about you. Like, you are always giving to other people. And I think that can be hard when you're always giving and you're like, damn, I'm always giving to this person and, like...
almost empty.
My cup
is empty.
But that's the thing, though. So have you ever heard that, like, you only give from your overflow? Like, you don't give people... What's in your cup is for you.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. What's in your cup is for you. That's yours. If you are if you are looking at your wine glass and all of this up to the rim, that's yours. When you start overflowing, that's for other people. Mm-hmm. That's what you give to other people. You don't give people what's in your cup.
Oh, let's make that a little more clear so that they can hear.
Say it one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Because I wasn't hearing you at first. It took me a little while. So for people who are slow like me, come on, do it again.
No, for real. But like, if it's in your cup, that's for you.
So if your cup is to the brim,
that's yours.
And then once you start overflowing,
any little drip that's over, that's for other people.
Okay.
So if you're looking at your cup and it's like, oh damn, it's 99%, that 99% is yours.
Mm-hmm. And if you're giving from your cup, that's not a good place.
That is not a good place.
Because that's how you start feeling like people are not genuine.
Right.
And
people are
not willing to give you what you're giving them.
Because you're
giving them your
cup
stuff.
Okay. All right.
That's in your cup.
Mm-hmm. You only give your overflow.
So if she does.
Yeah.
She gives them what's in her cup. That's the most genuine lady right there ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. I can't.
No, but it's like the relationships that, or the friendships that you have where, like, you may not have seen that person in a long time, and, like, you guys link up. And it's like you guys didn't even miss a heartbeat or a second. Yeah. It's like I seen you yesterday, and it makes you feel good, like being with that person.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter what I'm going through in life. You make me forget about all the bad times, and I'm just having a great time with you. And you make me feel loved, and like that's the genuine. That's what you want to feel,
right?
Like, even if they're not talking to you, saying, "Hey, like what's going on with you?" Like they're making you feel good, and like you're like on top of life. So that for me, that's what's important in friendship. Mm-hmm. It makes me feel like someone's being genuine.
Right.
Yeah. Do you feel like you give from your cup or from your
overflow? I think I give from my overflow.
All right, guys. So we are now getting into our Talk Freely segment, and we decided to talk about sexual health, or kind of just like anything relating to sex and like
niggas. No. I'm not gonna start with niggas. I'm going to start with, I think women need to be more aware of, their bodies and what's going on with our bodies, not only like our periods, but, what else is going on internally and the things that affect us, like our pH balances and, because anything could throw that off. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even have to be a period.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I have sex with a new guy, my pH balance
Yeah, but it could be the things
I used to catch my ex cheating because of the pH balance.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I used to catch my ex cheating because of a pH balance.
Oh,
No, you can, yeah.
Of course.
It was the whole thing. My vagina was the lie detector.
Yeah.
Right. Because the minute he touches someone else and comes back and touches you,
It throws
it's
your
going to
back
throw
up.
your period